Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Tactical Breach Wizards on PlayFrame, and the big counter heist that we are like 66% successful on so far. The vault is done. The mines are done. Now it's just live on the roof. And that's going to be daunting, I expect. Here we go. Engage Kennedy. All team members must reach the green zone, extinguish at least 3 signal flares. Too late to shake this chopper, but let's not attract any more. Finish by the end of turn 4. Whew. Daunting. So, okay. Heavy gunner, tracker, shoots in the 4C phase, helicopters dropping reinforcements, and we just need to extinguish flares. At least 3. So, okay. If we start by moving, and then false prophet here. Really glad that gives me mana. I was worried it wasn't. False prophet. I should have moved somewhere where I can actually get cover in case we don't end up taking out the, this guy. So, hold up. Let me move here. And then false prophet. Nope, can't get one there. I would love to be able to get to 2 of these, actually. Yeah. May have to try a couple of different positioning options, but false prophet. Awesome. False prophet. Awesome. We can take one of them out, I guess, to get mana back? Though I don't know if that's really that useful or necessary. Yeah, let's do this instead, I suppose. To start. Oh, they just disappear anyway. Okay. In that case, do I get mana back if I do? All right. Noted. And I can get one more false prophet here. Nice. We've extinguished flares. Sure. Okay. Oh, the chopper moves as well. Scary. Okay. So now we can move here, let's say. I don't love being right next to the explodey, but hopefully we can manage safely, all the same. False prophet here. Nice. Good, good. Go team. And why not? Let's get ourselves some mana back. Predictive bolt. Love to see it. Ha ha. You suck. Okay. Extinguish. Beautiful. Predictive bolt again. Too easy. Let's go ahead and false prophet here so that this one gets handled. I guess we didn't really need to, but we can move here and yeah, love it. Done. So far, so good. Whoa. For fuck's sake, Zan. I gave you so many chances not to die to this, and you just keep bumbling back into the kill zone. Let's not go necessarily for what the most interesting response is. Let's go for what seems like it'll keep her talking. I've been taking you a lot less seriously since my friends all waltzed out of your last kill zone. And I gave you every chance to call this off. This is the last one you get. I'll remember that when I have to talk Banks out of executing you later. Keep her focused on me. Keep her focused on me. Not the others, and what they might be doing right now. Yep. And I gave you every last chance to call this off. This is the last one you get. A generous offer from a pensioner on a roof with a shitty knee to the world's new strongest superpower. I thought so. Find a way past Liv's defenses. Experiment, combine abilities, watch the swap marker, and rewind liberally. Oh boy. We've got a hint up there, which is nice, but let's see if we can figure something out without using it. We've managed so far. We've got a lot of ways of getting mana, but Liv's time powers are fading, but with Reactor's tech, she's learned some of ours. She'll swap with the indicated ally when we try to attack her, and if she does die, she can create a clone to escape. But she's running low on charges. She can only do this 4 more times. She has 4 health. Taking a page from Jen's spellbook, Liv can route a bolt of lightning through multiple targets, pushing each in the direction the beam flows through them. It pushes harder than Jen's does. 3 knockback. This is going to be a puzzle. She'll swap with the indicated ally when we try to attack her. Okay. Jen will be in through that one next turn. Reinforcements are coming in, which I don't love. So if you just move to start. Alright, she's not moving during our like turn phase though, and that's nice. So we could set up a we could set up a false prophet here. She's already moved. Liv has learned your swap spell, and it makes a nasty combo with her lightning reflexes. Whenever you target her with an attack, she'll swap with someone or something else before it hits. Watch for the purple circle beneath what she intends to swap with and experiment. Got it. Okay. Also, she'll swap with this one next time. Interesting. So if I move here... Does extinguishing these flares reduce, like, reinforcements at all? No. Okay. Just gets you some more mana. But if I do have another false prophet on the scene... Yeah, she can just keep doing that. So how are we going to... Okay. I have an idea. Sort of. If I move here... I just don't know. I don't think I can set up predictive bolt and then do a different thing. That's the problem. I want to like set that up and then throw out a false prophet that attacks her. But I don't think that's going to work. So I think I just need to stock up on mana this turn until I have another teammate in here who I can maybe try to do something with. So yeah, instead let's move. Grab some more flares. Do that. And see what comes of it. Okay. We're fine. No one's getting knocked off of anything. Okay. And here comes... I want to say Jane? I picked up your little spark trick. Fun beginner spell. I'm back and it's only about 30% personal. I'm not going to rise to that, love. I do like that. I'm not going to rise to that, love. Nope, never mind, I hear it. You can't land them all. Talking to you feels like my brain licked a battery. I'm taking that as a compliment, and it's too late to stop me. Okay, so Jen, I want you to move here. No. How could we set this up? Going to swap with Jen. I don't know if Predictive Bolt is the way to do it. But I think it might be. Swap. And why not? Oh. Hey. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, you did. When did you switch? I guess when Jen got closer and was... Did she always switch to whichever one? Yeah, it's whichever one I'm not controlling. Okay. Interesting puzzle there. Yeah, this will be interesting. And just to confirm, I can't Predictive Bolt and then anything else, right? Okay. So, just, I'm trying to model it out and make sure I'm understanding. If I throw a False Prophet here, it will attack Liv, who will swap in Jen. Jen will take the hit instead. Yeah. Okay. What sort of things could Jen do? Okay. Other idea. Like, I could set Zan in... I don't know why, but I feel like Predictive Bolt is the key here. And maybe it's not, but it feels like something. Set him up with a Predictive Bolt, and then use Jen to push him. So yeah, if he went right here and got set up with a Predictive Bolt, and then Jen, I guess who already moved. Predictive Bolt. And then Jen did a Static Blast to move him. Not falling for that one, Zan. Oh. Well, I thought it was a good idea. Okay. So, alright. So, Predictive Bolt, not gonna be the thing that works. I could do a chain bolt that also involves hitting ourselves. So yeah, like if I... moved here, did a chain bolt that bounces back to hitting me. Nope, she's just swapping with Zan then. This is a fascinating puzzle. What's everyone's, like, individual goals? So we can theoretically hit her with any one of these things. A predictive bolt, hitting Liv with chain bolt, hitting her with transference, use swap to cause damage to Liv, hit Liv with a spore bomb. That one I think I can at least sort of figure out how I would do. It's really tricky though. I don't know, given you can't... like, predictive bolt doesn't work in certain circumstances. Okay, what if chain bolt that then immediately follows to hit Zan? And then this other guy, I don't know. Why not? Tougher clone created. Okay, that did work. So that's one. We figured one out. And that feels nice. She is tougher now, though. And we could keep using chain bolts so long as it's knocking her off of ledges, because no amount of health protects you from a fall. I'm curious now to like see how many of these others I can figure out. If we just got enough false prophets out there being obnoxious. If there's more than one. Alright, she's got cover, so that creates a bit of a problem. Be interesting if we could box her in a bit. Are we parallel with her here? I mean, it seems like this should at least pin her down, right? Alright. False prophet to deal with this guy. Thank you. Maybe we even take him out. Then predictive bolt. And you're kind of pinned down. So what happens then? Alright, well at least it doesn't hit Jen. There she is. We still got a contract to thrash out, Kennedy. I don't think you're gonna like the kill fee. You guys hired my dog? Did you lose a frisbee? That we're warping up here does mean we can start trash talking now, because the job is done. And this seems like something that he would very much like to be the one to say. Nah, mate, you just lost the country. Bori just torched the motherlode. Baby's first coup looks a bit permafucked. Bullshit. Bori's solid. Solid? He's rabid. Think you forgot. I can make anyone see red. Alright. Zan, if we move you in close... We should actually probably save trying to do this with Spore Bomb until later, because it's just gonna do a lot of damage if we can get everyone kind of clustered together around her. Still can't imagine how we would pull this off with predictive bolt. I guess unless we were all literally lined up. Even then, I don't think it would work. We do need to take these other chumps out, though. That's not optional. Let's bide time a little bit. I'd like to get some more team members up here. If we can. There we go. That's what we like to see. Let's get you out of the danger zone here. And a little more mana for you might not be a bad thing. Let's keep you relatively close as well. Get that mana back. Get a predictive bolt going. Okay. Now. Yeah, maybe we should choose our position a little more carefully. Although, wait, it looks like you're attacking someone else now. Oh yeah, she kind of like mixes it up. We should still get you away from bad knockback positions. That might be slightly better. Slightly. Okay. We're alright, mostly. Good start. Ah, Banks is here. Lovely. Oh, look, here comes the med school dropout who couldn't finish a simple job. I think she'd enjoy a bit of taunting. You couldn't understand my job if you spent your dull life trying, you tedious thug. Guess I was busy assassinating warlords to keep your country safe while you were learning about hemorrhoid creams. Banks, what did you want to do? With transference. That's doable. Let's get out of this explosive range for sure. And let's also get you well out of range of being in the danger zone here. So Rion, you, I think, here. Well, let's wait for it. If, in theory, Banks, you did a transference from Rion to live, and then Zan are you in an angle where you can hit her? I think so. No, if you swapped with Banks instead, that's not useful to me. Alright, then if I did transference me to you. No, then you're swapping again. But actually, it could still work. Grab this, transference me to you. Yeah, okay. Then fire. There it is. It's a fine start anyway. Then we can kind of get everyone a little clustered together. Rion can do a spore bomb. You're not warping out of this one. Well, nope, you're definitely not. I can't believe you withstood that one. That should have Yeah, I guess it is just hitting 4 of us, so it's 5 damage total. Jen, if you could manage... to just move in right quick. Join the circle. That would help me a lot. Spore bomb. Very good. 1 clone remaining. We're hanging in there. I'd like to get a predictive bolt going on this thing just because I don't have to deal with it, but... we're at least not about to get hit with a bunch of nonsense. Use swap to cause damage to live. That might be something. That's how we can use Predictive Bolt. That's how we can achieve both goals, actually. Predictive Bolt aiming at... yeah, Predictive Bolt aiming at Doll. Then Doll swaps with Liv, and that might work. No, she'll swap with someone else in. Probably? Maybe. We'll have to test that out once Doll gets here. This is almost definitely a terrible idea, although... what if? It's a bad idea, right? I'm really scared. We've been doing kind of okay so far, and I'm scared to wreck it. Let's not push our luck. Okay. Doll's here. The fuck are you doing here? I won your little revolt for you, didn't I? These are all pretty good. All pretty good responses to choose. This one feels more personal, though. Medea fought the chapel and won. You come for their freedom, you go through me. Oh, I didn't mean, like, tell me. Good choice. History's got a lot of spoilers for how this ends. 1 clone remaining for us to figure out here. So how could we set this up? Doll could be here. Predictive bolt. Like, I feel like this isn't going to work, but I am curious. Especially because Zan's the one she's wanting to swap with, so, like, I don't know. He can't shoot himself. I don't know what this means. Oh. Well. In that case... hold up. If we move you there... Defuse that mine, please. We're all in a row here. Predictive bolt. Yes? This... I don't know if this is gonna work, but it might? I'm curious. Swap. Okay, that version didn't. What if swap? It did work. Didn't finish her, but it did work. That's pretty cool. Swap back. Can we just keep doing that? No, I didn't take the thing that allows me to keep on doing predictive bolts. Alas. But we can use the Rayon trick again. If everyone can get here. I think we can. This should do it. There is one more of you, though. Fuck it. Kennedy to Gaddon. Send up the big guns. I don't like the sound of that at all. Zero clones remaining. We need to be effective here. We also need to deal with this guy. Let's get a bunch of us a bit more movement. Rayon, you move over just a little. And maybe brittle this guy. Actually, you don't need to move. Just, brittle this guy up a little. Actually, hang on. No. I was about to say, we could make him rabid, and then he could, on his turn, fire at Liv, but she'd still probably swap with one of us, and that would just be a random one of us taking a lot of damage that I can't do anything about. And I don't know that I'd like that. So yeah, let's not do that part. Riot block. Charge. Beautiful. I don't know if I could set this up, but I wonder if there's a Death's Door opportunity at all. In any way, like... Zan's kind of the target right now, which is annoying. But it would be kind of neat if I could get her to target Banks instead. Try to hit her with something. Now what if you Gale grenaded Zan so he could move again? Alright, now you're targeting Rayon. Okay. Don't want to have Jen right point blank, though, because that will probably knock Banks out, and that's the one character we really don't need to do that to. So you can move over here. You could move further away. And then what if this? If you swapping with Banks in front of the Death's Door throws you out of it, does that count? Boo. Boo. Okay. Worth a try. Just trying to think of what other options I have that might be able to end it this turn before something worse happens. I'm gonna try moving Dull over in the general direction of a ledge. Does anyone else have a move? You do. Okay. So, swap with you. You can move further toward a ledge. You have a static blast. You don't have a chain bolt. I would love for you to have a chain bolt, but you don't have the mana for it. I might need you to have a chain bolt to make something happen. So I can bounce stuff around and... eh. Trying to think of what I would be planning in this case. Like, I would want Liv to want to swap with somebody out here to avoid a chain bolt that then bounced out to hit where Rion's currently positioned. To knock her off the cliff. Challenging to make happen, I think. We can shuffle some people around, though, with swap. Getting folks closer and closer, at least. Is this close enough to grab this? I don't think so. Tragic. Okay. Get time boosted, Banks, because I would like for you to... Sedative cocktail. I don't know if this is gonna hurt Doll. It might. Does hurt Doll, but it also hits you, so you're gonna be slowly getting poisoned here, and that's lovely. I don't know if I can survive this many turns, but still lovely. Sorry, Doll. Not wanting to be using false prophets often, because that's just gonna get folks swapped with and hit, which is not great. So maybe I do just want to be time boosting more. What if? Kept time boosting and allowing you to just keep doing that. Because Doll can be revived. This actually will kind of work. This actually will kind of work. Sorry, Doll. Yeah, boy, this one's really stretching my brain trying to, solve this one. But yeah, you're done. Next turn. Now. That's cool. So's Doll. Not ideally, but still cool, though. So I mean, I think that'll do it. Down. Hey! Command, Kennedy is down. Repeat, Kennedy is down. Requesting immediate evac. Whew! That was a brain buster. Holy shit. We actually did it. I need a year off after that. What? Dessa? What the hell? That's what I came here to do. I was crystal clear on that. You have to bring her back. Why? Don't think she's going to listen to any of these, but she attacked Mediel. She needs to face trial here. Yeah, Dessa will not consider that even a little bit. I know she put you through something in Libely. Don't let her add to it. What good does this do? Jen, even I am not entirely sold by all of these arguments. Or at least I don't think Banks will be. This might be the closest, but yeah, I don't know. I know she put you through something in Libely. Don't let her add to it. That's exactly what I'm preventing. You've never killed in cold blood before. You're letting her change that. She already changed me. This is the price. Maybe, but you still get to decide who you are. She doesn't get to rewrite you. Look, we're not Liv. None of us are going to force you to use your craft, even if we thought we could. Not good. Thanks, Rion. A well-judged interruption. He couldn't. All right, well, I would. All right, that's it. You all miss out on my big ethics speech. Enjoy navigating this with the super healthy moral compasses I know you all have. It's on you, Dessa. What's it going to be? She stays in the dirt. It's the only way to be sure. Or fine, I'll bring her back. But if she kills you all, you're staying dead. I need to brood on this for 58 minutes, but I guess I won't come back madder than I am right now. Interesting that we do get to choose something here. Whether or not it actually influences the outcome. This is sort of the funniest one. Let's see what comes of it. I need to brood on this for 58 minutes, but I guess I won't come back madder than I am right now. Thank you, Banks. I don't know everything on your mind, but I appreciate your capacity for complexity. Wollen's already bringing craft containment arrays up. We'll have her secure the moment you're ready. Whew! Can't believe we got a star on that one. But we did it! Just got word from our airport detachment. They've got reactor on the run. Word's spreading. They won't believe it yet, but once we get the footage out and the inspectors in, the heat's gonna bleed off. So, thank you, all. We don't know what today cost us, not yet, but I know what we gained. We broke a chokehold that's ravaged my country for... Her voice catches and she takes a sec. We took a target off our back that would have doomed us to a lifetime of wars we couldn't win. And we killed a new kind of monster before it became unkillable. An army that could have put global military supremacy in the hands of a sociopathic billionaire. Off Jen's look. A worse one. So thanks. I know each of you have been through the ringer lately, and you still made space for the right cause when you saw it. I respect that like nothing else. No one more than you, doll. Most people can't conceive of what it would take to step back from a fight like yours just to take on a second one. I'm one of the few who can, and I don't know how you did it. Medeal's got some tough years ahead yet, but I promise you, I'll use every ounce of my new clout to make sure we have your backs. We'll take it, anytime you can spare it. Our brass will talk, but let's keep in touch too. Trust moves mountains while rank talks routes. And Rion, just by bringing us together, you've done enough for Medeal to make up for a lifetime of, I sense, not really giving a shit. Spot on. I know you'll never be our soldier, but if we can count on you as a friend, I'll sleep just fine. Jen, take this how you will, but you're the first person I've met who I'd trust to both write my eulogy and solve my murder. Wow. And if you ever fully realize how powerful you are, I hope you're still on our side. Zan smiles at something. Zan, you fill me with a horrible feeling I might not be doing enough to support and empower my people, and I mean that in the best way. Damn. And Banks, I don't know what you wrestled with today, but I sense it must be dark to trouble someone with the mental steel I sense in you. You made the right call when it counted. I hope that sinks in. I imagine you carry a lot that people don't see. I hope it gets lighter. Banks lifts her head in a way that could mean anything. Can I just jump in here? Please. I just want to acknowledge that we blundered into Medeal with no plan beyond get, live, and you very much took it from there. Of all the nations, factions, and Tier 1 casters Liv crossed, nothing could stop her till she picked a fight with Medeal. I think you had a lot to do with that. Moss laughs. That's a wildly generous way to look at it, but I've learned not to fight back when you're being complimented. Right. I imagine you're all wanted in your various countries? Oh, hugely. Death penalty in 4 nations and counting. Well, I think I can speak for the council when I say Medeal would love to offer you all asylum. And you a pardon, Rion. And if your home countries come calling, they'll find a brick fucking wall where our extradition treaties would be. Really appreciate it, but please don't start a war over us for at least another couple years. Hey, if it comes to it, I'm in the market for a new moonshot. And that, I think, is Tactical Breach Wizards, which has just been a delight. Tom Francis, well done on design, words, and some of the code. Everybody who worked on this, y'all did great. What a heck of a game. Ooh, resolve? Yes, please, Jen and Banks. Don't mind if I do. Jen, got a minute. What's up? What's your next move? Still mulling. Libely is my best bet for PI work, but I'd need papers. I might see if they need me here. You? I'm thinking liberally. More than thinking, I spoke to my documents guy. Of course you have a documents guy. Mafia illusionist. His watermarks are sublime. Did he sort you out? He did. He did you, too. Sorry? Banks hands over a slim booklet. Dessa, this is a Libolian passport. This is citizenship. Yeah. This must have cost a fortune. Well, mine was cheap, so... How come? Oh, mine's just a visa. You're not staying? I'm staying for as long as I have. Oh my god, Dessa. Respectfully, fuck that. Go back to your guy and get a passport. I'll steal the money. What? That's stupid. Why? Attitude. That's like the main factor with health stuff, isn't it? No, that's comorbidity. Well, it's gotta help. I've done okay so far, and I've been thinking about death the whole time. So imagine how long you'll live with a better attitude. Oh my god, I've made a huge mistake. Only because I'm gonna be insufferable about it. A good bunch of characters. I need to think about this by obsessively making and rereading notes. Jen Kellen Freelance Storm Witch. Still probably the same, right? Yes. But Kellen Investigations. Worth a shot? With the new identity Banks gave me, I'm wondering about setting up a private investigation agency in Libely. And Search and Rescue, finding the missing in Mediel. Reactor's failed invasion of Mediel left a trail of chaos. The casualties are just estimates. Many Medielans are just unaccounted for. I might see if Moss thinks the militia could use my tracking skills in finding those who are still missing. It'd be grim work, not a lot of happy endings, but if I can be of use... Start out my own agency. I bet it's easier to get a PI license in Libely. And help out Mediel. Mediel could probably use a good tracker. Oh, is this not? Nah. Oh, these are choices. We're like actually choosing which one we're doing. I thought we were kind of doing both. Now, I feel like... Are you allowed to do both? No. Okay, no, so you're just making sort of the choice. And I sense that Jen likes to feel of use. She obviously immensely values the identity as a PI. But there's more urgent need here. And she could do one after the other. What about you, Dessa? Wait, did you edit one of mine? Sent you a new pic, please update. Still hasn't updated the pic. Oh, still a thing unread here, though, to consider. Banks and Kellen. With the new identity Banks gave me, I'm wondering about setting up a private investigation agency in Libely. The only case I ever saw you crack, your quarry was dead before you got there. I could help with that. Because you killed him. We can bicker about technicalities once we've agreed on my hourly rate. This is gonna be a train wreck. A cute one, though. No changes here, but Gold Club Death Care. Necromantic life insurance at brutal prices. Always had this plan to fleece billionaires for emergency healthcare. Just a contract that says I'll show up and res them if they get taken out. The hard part was proving my power without getting kidnapped. After the Mediel fiasco, though, the right people probably know what I can do. What's it gonna be? I'm still guessing we can't choose multiple here. Oh, you think I should start the agency? I mean, I'm persuadable. Okay, so yeah, it's like they both individually find a thing to do, sort of like Dessa's original plan, and Jen's sort of like more immediate like way of making herself useful. Or they can move forward together, and I am very much liking that idea. Yeah. Teamwork. You're gonna need help with all the bodies. I like this plan. And there's nothing saying that they can't, as a PI organization, contribute to this. If they so choose. Banks and Kellen Investigations was a disaster at first, but after a few months of bickering, they found their groove, and even turned a profit. Banks and Kellen Investigations. We find missing persons, pets, celebrities, scratch that off, and return them alive. Dead, forcibly, scratch those out. Even if they are untraceable by normal means. Died recently, don't want to be found, scratch that out. For a suspiciously low fee, scratch that out. Sustainably reasonable fee. If we do bring back your loved one from the dead, our adjusted fee may meet some definitions of exorbitant. Yeah, goodness. Well done, everyone who worked on this. This game is a treat. So, back to Kalan. Of course. Same old? Maybe not. Command want me in on strap meetings now, but it might just be PR fluff. You don't strike me as the type to step back either way. Fair read. But there's a doll you never met. She gets a say. You. Dunno. Might deep six that reactor guy, just for shits and giggles. Gadden, the CEO. Yeah, want to stretch my legs a bit, take on a challenge, work my way again. If it's a challenge you want, I know a place where the churches are forts and the clergy all carry. Not short of high-value targets there. How's the pay? Probably not great, but maybe we can arrange something. Guess I got two options. What sort of options we got here? Resistance leadership. What Jita would have wanted? I hear Jita's voice clearer than ever these days, and he's telling me I've risked enough. The Medill job gave me enough clout to go into command if I want it. But is that where I'll move the needle? Or the front lines, where she hits the hardest. I learned more in Medill than I ever thought I could. Maybe I take their skills to the streets and hit the chapel like they've never been hit before. She definitely can do incredible work on the front lines. Even more now than at the start of the, or I guess the mid of the game where we met her. But I feel like that road is just the one that most likely leads to she just keeps on fighting and grinding and going until she's gone. Whereas this one, like, she's still absolutely contributing to the cause and continuing to have great value as, like, a leader and an inspirational figure in the movement. And it's what Jita would have wanted, and she can finally take care of herself a bit while serving the cause. That sort of feels right. Get into strategy. Jita had a point, and who knows, maybe I'll have a bigger impact too. Never learned Rion's last name. Maybe because dog. What's it gonna be, Rion? What indeed? Option 1, Reactor CEO, Rick Gadden, still at large. Kennedy got hers, but Reactor ain't off my shit list yet. Even if Liv cooked up the worst of their shitstorm, the buck still stops with Gadden. Kennedy had space-time bent around her carbon fiber wand. Gadden's got an overpriced suit and liver disease. Piece of piss. Or target the first chaplain, the chapel's premier scumbag. Won't lie, Doll's got my interest piqued about chapel targets. The first chaplain's top of the food chain, untouchable, locked away in some deep, dark vault. Never could resist a challenge. Both of these seem like they'd be doing the world a great deal of good. I guess it kind of comes down a bit more to which of these two does more, like, lasting impediment to large, dangerous entities. Which of these two is more easily replaceable? Because they're both just like seats of power that most anyone could sit in. Another CEO could be put in charge of reactor, who might be better. Maybe. Another person could be made chaplain, who might be better. Although in that case, the chaplain is a little bit more of a public symbol as well. And especially in coordination with Dahl's like resistance movement work and all that. Maybe this might do more immediate good or have a better chance of doing so. I like this plan. Take on the chapel. Chaplain sounds like a tough nut to crack. Can't resist. I like that we're getting to make even just some choices about things. Dahl Sabine was the architect of some of the chapel's most critical defeats in the next few years. She didn't miss the action. Chapel resolve falters under resistance momentum. Last week, 3rd Chaplain Felgo announced that Chapel Command would not be sending any further troops to retake Gabriel Harbor, a telling change of heart from their long-standing cede no ground policy and their clashes with the resistance. The move comes after a string of humbling Chapel defeats. Rion joined Dahl in her return to Kalan, then vanished without a word. The first chaplain was never seen again. First Chaplain cancels appearances. Just days after agreeing to allow foreign press to interview First Chaplain Richter for the first time in 2 years, the Chapel press office has rescinded the invitation and canceled all the Chaplain's forthcoming public appearances. Not yet clear whether 3rd Chaplain Felgo, often the public face of any bad news the Chapel delivers, will be replacing... ... Yeah, I love that we're still getting to make choices about the story and characters and all that. What a cool setting this has been. This is where I saw it. 8 tons of concrete, 1,000 names on each side. Memorial to a war that hadn't happened yet. Never will now. Can't be more than 200 here. 132. I read them all. Down from 4,000, we've got to feel pretty good about that. You'd think, right? I didn't expect to feel happy in a graveyard, but I thought seeing where it ought to be... You're not beating yourself up about the 132? That's not on you. We did everything we could. No, I get that. The kid on the Jodasa job? Him for sure. I'll carry him to my grave. But it's also just having lived through it all now, seen it play out. I was a bit player. So many incredible people did so much more, gave so much more. And now I feel like I came to a graveyard for a victory lap, one I didn't earn. That's live thinking. It's human to want to see the difference we made. Victory isn't yours or theirs. You helped, I helped. Own that, nothing more. You're right, as usual. Thanks. Trial's dragging on, huh? Yeah, it's killing me. I want to be done feeling ways about Liv Kennedy. Didn't mean to dredge. Nah, that's not you. I have this flash sometimes. I don't know if it's foresight or a dream. She's dead. I don't know how. And I drop her dog tags right here with all these names. I don't know why. These names, they're the ones we couldn't save, even when we did everything we could. They're on her. I guess. And maybe you're saying her fate is too. You're taking it off your conscience. How does it end? They fall off. Okay, well, let's not read too much into that. Guess it's just me left. What do we do with you, Zan? Do you get into being a tactical consultant to the Kalani Resistance? The Resistance is light on military experience, and that's the one thing I've got in spades. I don't have it in me to fight another war, but Dahl says Command could use me as a consultant, planning ops like the civil tongue hit I advised on. That seems like something it could be pretty useful at. Or a nice, quiet place back in Libely. I think I might just be done. I've made what peace I can with the Jodasa snafu, but I can't lead a unit again, and I'm just tired. My brain's been processing 2 or more realities for most of a 30-year career, and I'm only just starting to learn how many circuits that's fried. I could find a nice little place in backcountry Libely, maybe move Ma somewhere close and just find something simple to focus on. Bread's good. I could bake bread. Now that's a real tough one. He could do a lot of good here and feel fulfillment and happiness in the amount of good he's able to do. And with this sort of thing, he doesn't, like, seeing 1 second ahead doesn't really help that much with larger planning. So he's not going to have to keep using that power to do it. But it's also keeping him in this space, making him feel responsible for a lot of lives. And he's already got a lot of that on him. And he's been through a lot and done a lot. I feel like this guy deserves a break. Bread. Okay. Guess that's everyone. One last look before we all split. And that's how it pans out. Well done, all of you. Zan Vesker found a nice place in the North Country. His ma says his bread is the best she's ever tasted. Love it. Good for him. Yeah, this game's been great. I would happily take another one like it, but also, I would completely understand if this crew wanted to move on and do another thing. How do things go for Steve Clark, though? Of course, once I realized Kennedy's plan, I knew I had to play along until I was in a position to sabotage it. By this point, I had her wrapped around my little finger, so I manipulated her into posting me to guard the vault. Of course. I know, a waste of my combat talents, right? But what you're missing, and she missed it too, is that I was positioning myself to help you guys destroy the mana when the time came. That was when I had the idea to use breach glyphs to drop the vault stash down to the mines and to mind control our pyromancer, who worshipped me anyway. Does he know we can't hear him? I'm not sure he's even noticed I left the room. He's been at it for 20 minutes. What did you ask? His name. I like it. Yeah, it's such a fun setting, though. I feel like this would be a rad tabletop setting. It could be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for playing. This game took us an unspeakably long time to make, but we put a ton of love and hope and care and joy into it, and we hope some of that reached you. We're so happy you liked it enough to finish it and/or were forced to do so for a review. If you did have fun, spreading the word would really help us justify the reckless, embarrassing amount of time and money we spent making it. Thank you. John Roberts made this, and Tom couldn't find a way to make it canon, but loved it too much not to use it, so here it is. I love it too. You've made the right choice. New mission unlocked. What are we talking about? Oh, more dream training and proving grounds, which, yeah, I don't believe these have any story contents within them. What a fun game, though. Just a grand time. Yeah, like great strategy game, strategy puzzle game. Highly recommend if you've enjoyed watching this and feel like the play of it might be pretty fun, because it can definitely be played better than I did. That is for sure. And there are quite a few of these little optional little dream missions and stuff. Additional little puzzles without any story, but if you liked the strategy part of it, there's a lot of game beyond this point. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think they also added a thing where people can create their own. Maybe I'm making that up. Am I misremembering that? That's possible. That's entirely possible. Maybe modders are doing it. Who knows? Whatever. The point is, great game. Good job to the folks who made it. If you liked the vibes this game had, Tom Francis, the sort of like lead creator on this one, has made other games before that aren't of this same kind of strategy genre necessarily, but do, I think, still have like kind of tactical elements to them and a similar sense of humor. I think Gunpoint and Heat Signature, I want to say, are the two like main previous ones. Both pretty funny as well, I think, if I'm remembering right. It's been a while. But yeah, definitely recommend. And I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching this playthrough. I think we'll probably finish the rest of this week out with some little one-offs. And then, well, Deltarune Chapter 3 is here, and I'm ready for some more Deltarune. So let's be doing that starting next week. Thank you all very much for watching, though. And I'll see you next time for something else. Take care, and goodbye!